So it's been 3 weeks. Long story short, college is really hard, but I can put together a quick 3 week recap of the Jackets. Let's go. Okay, so since we've last spoken, the Jackets have been 6-3, and those 6 wins, they've been 6 straight. That's right, we're on another winning streak. I wonder what the record is for longest win streaks in consecutive seasons. But regardless, quick recaps. Wennberg got injured, was out, and is traveling with the team right now. He might play tonight in Montreal, but he also might not. His injury was vague. I think I've heard that it was upper body, but I've also heard it described as full body, like a wine, by Tortorella. Calvi's still hurt, but he also traveled with the team to Montreal, and we're on week 3 of him being out. So the injury was supposed to be about 2 to 3 weeks to heal. He might be on his way back in. Who knows? Everyone else is healed up. Sezicat was hurt but came back before Thanksgiving break. Cam returned soon after the 6th. Everyone's kind of, doing well, I guess. We're off our streak of injuries from the beginning of this season. Pierre-Luc Dubois has solidly been playing center. Mott, who was called up when Calvi came out, he's been pretty good. Milano is back on the third line, though his minutes are still low enough that people have started arguing that he should go back to Cleveland, if only to get more ice time. Schroeder, who was called up to replace Dalpe when Dalpe kept getting stupid penalties, is fairly unnoticeable. But that's a good thing, honestly. Hannikainen has been a healthy scratch for the last few games, and a few players, Korpisalo especially, have been really putting in the miles, going to and from Cleveland for one day or one night trips to play for the Monsters, just to get some ice time in when they're not playing in the NHL. The most important and most exciting news, I think, is that Cam was re-signed for another 7 years. The term is a bit long, in my opinion, but at 7 years for $5.8 per, it's a steal. I thought we'd have to pay at least $6 million. That's not even thinking about if he had ended up on the open market. So if term and a modified no trade clause are the trade-offs for that, I think I can stand it. The power play is still bad, but every now and then we're able to get a goal out of it. So I think it's, if not coming together, then at least it's no longer a liability. Bob continues to be a god in net. He's making multiple saves that have looked near impossible. I'm sure you've seen them, and if you haven't, I'll link to them down below. But just, he's so good. There are literally already talks about him winning another Vezina. Wow. Back to Dubois. He's been playing with Brett and Josh Anderson as his wings, and the so-called Big Baguette line has been really good. First line, well. Dubois is obviously not a 1C yet, but at the current time, it seems like we'll be able to weather the storm of us needing a 1C and Wennberg being hurt or not playing his best, which, in retrospect, could be tied into the fact that he might have been playing injured. All in all, I think that when Wennberg comes back, possibly tonight, he'll probably take over Foligno's line, which is a little bit weird as our 1C will be playing on the third line, but it's exciting times in Jacket country, I guess. That will also allow Foligno to finally move back out to the wing. If I had to take a guess at who'd be pushed back to the AHL when Wenny and Calvi come back, I'd put my money on Milano, Hannikainen, or Schroeder. Which, honestly, 3 guys, I'm probably right with one of them. But I really think that Sonny Milano is a high choice for going back, because his lack of ice time and the lack of trust that Tortorella has in him to play 5 versus 5 play is holding him back. I know that Torts has said that he wants him in the room, he wants him in practice with the boys, but sending him back might be a really good thing for his development, if only so that he can just get more time on the ice practicing what he's learning. This year, identity has been the buzzword of the year. Before last year, the Jackets were not very good. I mean, yeah, there was a trend upwards, you've seen all the stats, I'm sure, but before the streak and before the playoffs and all of that, their identity was bad. But after their rocky, but also somehow hot start to the season, they've been struggling to find themselves. Luckily, they had Bob, who was in top form, and their general defense and some occasional really good offense to help them grind out wins, but generally, it's been a bit of a mess. But I think they're really coming into themselves, finally getting together and realizing how they can all work as a team and mesh and everything. It's a process, and it's hard, and who knows where it'll lead them, but I'm hopeful. I mean, we're on a 6-game winning streak. If there's a time to be an optimistic Jackets fan, it's right now. But thank you so much for watching. That is it for today. Hit that like if you like this. Click subscribe if you want more content. I'm Lydia. This is Cannon Fire. And if the Jackets lose tonight, I apologize in advance for jinxing them.